The very warmest of welcomes to you indeed to the Place Belle. The setting is Laval in Quebec and the four-continent short track championships. Great pleasure to have your company for a packed session of action in short track coming up over the next few hours. We're going to start with quarterfinals in the women's and men's 1,000 metres and take you all the way through to the conclusion of those competitions before switching our focus to the relays to conclude our coverage of this day of competition at the prestigious Four Continents Short Track Championships. The officials who will be presiding over the competition: what a lovely sight it is, this arena, the Place Belle, that was opened in 2017 in the city northwest of Montreal, the 13th largest in Canada, with its population of 450,000 people. This is a sporting city in a sporting part of the world, in one of the great winter sports nations. And there they are, the finest in the four continents, getting ready to take to the ice and to secure a place in the semi-final stage and then into the final. One step at a time for each of these athletes. The first quarterfinal in the women's 1,000 metres competition. Shim Seok-hee of the Republic of Korea, 2 times an Olympic Games champion in relay competition. Her teammate Lee So-yeon also there, a relay silver medalist at the last World Championships and a gold medalist at the Four Continents. Back in Canada, where she won the 1,000 metres on her World Cup debut in Calgary in 2012. We have 2 representatives from the United States of America: Julie Letai, 23-year-old, who was part of the team that won a bronze medal in the relay at the last Four Continents, and Eunice Lee, her teammate, who was also in that team and who has 2 World Cup relay medals from time competing in Montreal. Whether you are a long-term viewer of the wonderful sport of short track, or whether you're watching for the very first time, welcome. You are in for absolutely fantastic entertainment, because it always is, isn't it? It's short track. It can't be anything but magnificent to watch. It's one of the great winter sporting spectacles. And there is somebody who has been all the way to the very top of the food chain in this sport, an Olympic champion in Shim Seok-hee. And then we have the 19-year-old Eunice Lee from San Diego in California. Moved to Bellevue in Washington, in the Seattle area, after living from the ages of 4 to 6 in the Republic of Korea. And from Boston, but based in one of the great winter sports cities of Salt Lake City, Julie Letai. Some of the competitors here are like her, well-known veteran names of the sport, people who have heard their anthem played at the Olympics. Others are new, waiting to make a name for themselves. All of it happening at the Four Continent Short Track Championships.
Ready.
It is the first women's quarter-final of the Four Continents in the 1,000 metres competition, the Short Track Championships of the Four Continents. We have Shim Seok-hee, Lee So-yeon of the Republic of Korea, Julie Letai and Eunice Lee of the United States of America. No great surprise here to see Lee So-yeon leading the way, with Shim Seok-hee offering protection and making it difficult for any line of attack here from the Americans. The top 2 will earn a place in the semi-final stage, a maximum of 2 fastest third place competitors can also get through. Shim Seok-hee, the 26-year-old two-time Olympic champion at the moment. 9 times a world champion as well. One of the absolute finest. 4 laps to go. All looking very routine, this for Shim Seok-hee. Move coming through on the inside there from Lee So-yeon, well timed. Now it's a question to see whether either Letai or Lee can do anything to get themselves back into this. Lee is just fading a little as we enter a couple of laps left in this quarter-final. There is the bell. Lee So-yeon and Shim Seok-hee at the moment looking pretty comfortable. Letai is over their shoulder, but that is going to be Lee So-yeon and Shim Seok-hee to cross the line, with Julie Letai of the USA in 3rd position, now waiting to see whether her time is sufficient to progress. Let's have a look back at how the race was run and how the race was won. Got the sense there, didn't you, that there was no great need for either of these two experienced competitors from the Republic of Korea to overcommit. Top 2 go through, they're fully aware of that. Pat on the back, job done. Semi-finals, the next focus. As is customary, we wait the official confirmation, and here it is, the classified results. Lee and Shim guaranteed a place in the semi-final stage. We now wait to see about Julie Letai. On to the next one. This is quarter-final number 2 of 4. And we have 5 in the field here.
Ready.
So we are into the second quarter-final for the women in the 1,000 metres at the 4 Continents Short Track Championships, and one of the absolute finest is in this. We have Kristen Santos Griswold wearing helmet 5. At the moment it's Florence Brunel. Well, it was Florence Brunel who was well positioned. But now we have a change to proceedings. Now Wei Ying leading the way, wearing number 97. Brunel in 2nd position. Santos Griswold in 3rd. Griswold, the 500 and 1500 champion here in Laval. Crowd roars as Brunel just goes a little wide, but she has moved into a leading position. The 19-year-old who competed at the Olympic Winter Games in Beijing after winning medals at the youth equivalent. The two from Kazakhstan, Tikhonova and Askalieva, off the pace a little at the moment. Last couple of laps coming. This is a very good effort from Santos Griswold now to make the move round, as you expect her to do. Great finisher, and look at the gap she's opened up. Kristen Santos Griswold secures it, and Brunel is in 2nd place. Delight for the home fans there as the teenager from Quebec makes her way into the 2nd stage of the competition, the semi-finals. Let's have a look back at it. Great Kristen Santos Griswold, the 28-year-old from Fairfield in Connecticut, graduate of kinesiology from the University of Utah. And a fantastic series of performances at this competition in Laval, along with much success in the last 4 continents too. Well, just hearing that there's an equipment violation that's being committed by Hao Wei-ying. Kristen Santos Griswold and Florence Brunel qualifying for the semi-finals. Olga Tikhonova of Kazakhstan now watching and waiting. We'll confirm all of those positions in terms of the fastest third-place competitors in due course. Quarterfinal number 3 coming up. Home interest for the Canadians in Quebec's own Danae Blais.
Red.
We are into quarterfinal number 3 in the women's 1,000 metres at the 4 Continents Short Track Championships. Hirai Ami of Japan moving out into an early lead with the Danae Blais of the Offa Island suburb of Montreal, Châteauguay. In second position now, she moves into the front. Also represented here, Kim Hyo-jin of Australia, Song Jiaori of the People's Republic of China, and Kikuchi Moimi of Japan. It is Blais who's racing in a nicely controlled fashion at the moment. Oh, that's unfortunate. So that's going to have to be reviewed. Song and Kim both going down. And so there are now 3 remaining. Danae Blais, part of the silver medal winning team in the relay at the World Championships in Montreal last year, and now down to 2. Goodness me, Kikuchi also gone. And this now makes absolute plain sailing for Danae Blais and Hirai Ami, as they just need to not do anything daft. But a complicated quarter-final this. And that is that for Danae Blais and Hirai Ami, but some discussions to be concluded there in terms of what happened as Kim Hyo-jin and Song Jiaori seem to come together. We'll have a look back at it all. And I'll leave you to make your minds up about it while the officials are making their minds up as well. But this is one that is going to require a little bit of looking. Question of whether the arms were involved there, isn't it, perhaps? Danae Blais, you content with that performance? Initially wanted to be a gymnast back in her youth. I say her youth, she's still only 24, but you know what I mean. Parents persuaded her to keep persevering with her skating studies, and good job too, because she's gone on to be one of the most well-regarded young prospects coming through in one of the great short track nations. That's saying a lot. It is interesting, isn't it, to think about how all of these local athletes from the Quebec region, not just the Canadians at large, but those who really call this place home. For them, how they handle this sort of an occasion. Some of them say that it really motivates them in the right sort of way to be in front of the home crowd. For others, perhaps there is the extra jitters that come with it, the sense of trepidation, having loved ones in the crowd perhaps, having old coaches from days gone by all here to watch and to be part of the experience. So scrutiny still being given to that third quarter-final. Give you an update on that just as soon as there is one. I can tell you at the moment, Olga Tihonova's time much better than Julie Letai's in terms of the fastest third place finisher by just about 3 seconds. And if you're just joining the action now, welcome to the Place Belle, home of the Laval Rocket in the American Hockey League and home of the Four Continents Short Track Championships, Laval 2024. So we are close to discovering the decision that has been reached. And after this, we have just one more of the women's quarterfinals to bring you before we turn our attention to the men's equivalent. Let's have a look back, though, at this previous race, quarterfinal number 3, and this meeting of Kim Hyo-jin and Song Jiaori. Yeah, it's just going to be a question really of the legality of that connection between the two of them. I mentioned it would be interesting to look at whether the arm was involved. It's taking some time to be scrutinised, and that's no problem at all, because it's important the officials get these decisions right. Yes, they are getting excited in the stands for Courtney Sarraut is getting ready. So many people have come here specifically to see her. Dual support for some of the fans here, and lots of excitement from those supporting the Republic of Korea. A nation with a long time and very successful love affair with the sport of short track. So there we go, we have confirmation of a penalty for Song Jiaori, Blay and Hirai Ami going through, and there indeed it was an arm block. Yes, there we go. Good for you to see that from, that was beautifully captured. The last quarter-final in the women's 1,000 metres competition. Courtney Sereau taking to the ice.
Ready.
We're watching the Four-Continent Short Track Championships, and this is quarter-final number 4 of the women's 1,000 metres competition. Watanabe Ai of Japan moving into an early leading position. Behind is Park Ji-won. Courtney Sereau in third position at the moment. She's one of those who said that she gets more excited than nervous when competing at home. She's so used to hearing that roar of the crowd, and she's such a fine tactician when it comes to these races, knows when to commit, when not to. We also have Yana Khan of Kazakhstan in fourth position, the 23-year-old, actually born in Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan, and Zhang Jianing, Junior World Championship relay medalist from earlier this year, who now moves up into third position. Bold work this. Is it going to pay off from Zhang to try and get amongst these top two in Park and Watanabe? Sereau now making the move round the outside, and Sereau with a lovely injection of pace and power. Oh, look at that. That's just a treat, isn't it? Absolute treat. Courtney Sereau soars into first place. Now it is Park Ji-won who's in second position. There's a real peloton developing behind Courtney Sereau, and it is Park who just gets it by 0.04 ahead of Watanabe Ai. But that was just divine from Courtney Sereau. Well, let us be treated once again to a glance at the tactical masterclass of 23-year-old Courtney Sereau here. The classified results: Courtney Sereau, Park Ji-won and Watanabe Ai through. She's through as one of the fastest third place finishers. So there are your semi-finalists. They'll be returning after the gentlemen have taken to the ice. We're in for some thoroughly entertaining semi-finals, actually. The first men's quarterfinal in the 1,000 metres competition. Attention naturally on Park Ji-won, who won the 1,500.
Ready.
The first men's quarterfinal, what better place to start than with the reigning world champion Park Ji-won. We also have Yoshinaga Kazuki of Japan and Wada Takumi, his teammates, Yakebulan Shamukhanov of Kazakhstan and Sebastian Lencinas of Argentina. But a gentleman who calls Sherbrooke, Quebec home. It's a very special moment this for Sebastian Lencinas. A home championships really for him. Yoshinaga giving the lead away to Park, as most people find they have no choice but to do in life, because he's that good. Park Ji-won out in front, and that will serve him very well because there'll be no kerfuffle behind him that he has to concern himself with. Don't want to get caught in a collision among the bodies as they all grapple for one of these top two places. There's Park, Yoshinaga and Wada. Wada, who turned 20 right at the start of the preparation process for this. He's doing very well, but it's Park with Yoshinaga in second place, and they're starting to pull away now. Now there's got to be a big move right at the end for So that's going to be tight. Yoshinaga might have it. Certainly no doubt that Park Ji-won controlled that the whole way through. Excellent performance from the 27-year-old. You'd expect it, wouldn't you, from the champion of the world. The first of the men's quarterfinals. And an early opportunity to have a glimpse of Park Ji-won. But while we're looking back at this, let's just remind ourselves of the gentleman who finished towards the back of the pack, Sebastian Lencinas, the 20-year-old whose family moved to Quebec when he was 2. He now represents Argentina. He trains at the Club de Patinage de Vitesse de Sherbrooke. It's a special moment for him as we look back at the decision on the line that sees Yoshinaga getting there. Park Ji-won ahead of Yoshinaga Kazuki. Soyira will now have to wait and see if that is sufficient to advance. Steven Dubois in this second quarter-final of Laval. Absolutely at home, and he's at home in big occasions too. Second in the Crystal Globe rankings at the moment. It is the second quarter-final for the men in the 1,000 metres at the 4 Continent Short Track Championships in Laval. And it is Laval's finest, Steven Dubois, who is in this and in second place. Behind Shamukhanov of Kazakhstan. Yakubulan Shamukhanov. And it is McDonald of New Zealand who is bringing up the rear at the moment. Shamukhanov, the 24-year-old who was a medalist at the World University Games in Lake Placid at the start of the year. Now Dubois makes his move through into first position. Big attack from Matsubayashi. Matsubayashi going into second place. Steven Dubois ahead of Matsubayashi of Japan. And they really are opening up a massive lead now, Steven Dubois and Matsubayashi, and it is going to be Dubois ahead of Matsubayashi with Shamukhanov and Shuai from the United States of America. Just waiting to see what they've done in terms of the securing of third place, because you can go through with third place. Let's have a look back at it. Steven Dubois in very, very good form. As you would expect, he won the gold medal in the 500 and the silver in the 15. It was just Shamukhanov getting it on the line. Steven Dubois in front of his home crowd, looking very good. Dubois and Matsubayashi Yui of Japan into the semi-final stage with Yakubulan Shamukhanov, waiting to see if he has done enough. We'll now move to the third heat. William Dongenu in this one. Zhong Yucheng. '25-year-old relay champion from the World Championships. As we look at Brendan Corey, 26, born in New Brunswick, youth level competitor for the Canadians, but competed at the Olympic Winter Games, now representing Australia. Marcus Howard, 20 last month, mixed relay gold at the last 4 continents. Strong starter is Howard. He's been working on trying not to rush and lose speed with a decline in technique as he goes. And we see 28-year-old Denis Nikisha of Kazakhstan, who won 4 bronze medals across 2 World University Games.
Ready.
Quarterfinal number 3 for the men in the 4 continents short track championships in Laval. Early start with the real purpose to get out into the front from the home man, William Dongenou. Very academically impressive individual, youngster who is a student of sciences. Behind him is Zhong Yucheng. We have Corey in 3rd position from Australia, Howard from the USA in 4th, and Denis Nikisha trying to get back into this now. Brendan Corey moves out in front over Zhong Yucheng. Dongenou just making sure that he doesn't let them get away from him. Sneaks back up into 3rd position, has the 2 leaders over his shoulder. Rather, he's over their shoulder, I should say. Gap there was left, wasn't it, for Dongenou to come round and take, and he took it really well. Excellent from William Dongenou, the 22-year-old. Starting to get a little bit ragged now as Dongenou takes advantage of the gap and moves round just the right time. Lovely racing from William Dongenou of Canada, of Quebec. Corey looking like he's going to take 2nd place quite comfortably, and it all stretches out. Zhong and Howard fighting for 3rd position, but that was really well raced from William Dongenou. And well done as well to Brendan Corey, the 26-year-old Olympian. He goes into the semi-final stage 2. William Dongenou winning quarterfinal number 3, joining Brendan Corey in the semi-final stage. Not fast enough for the other competitors. It is Soyira and Yakebulan Shamukhanov at the moment who've got the fastest 3rd place times. Kim Gun-Oop leading in the Crystal Globe. Here we go, last quarterfinal.
Ready.
The final quarterfinal for the men in the 1,000 metres at the 4 continent short track championships at Place Belle in Laval, Quebec. Adil Galiakhmetov of Kazakhstan, the 25-year-old, the first short track skater from Kazakhstan to get on a World Cup podium at 1,500 metres, leads Wesley Park, the youngster from California in Lakewood, but now based in Salt Lake City, positioned nicely. So we have here Jérôme Courtemanche, the man in his early 20s, who's made a very, very bold gambit there. That was exciting. What a bit of racing that was. Courtemanche, but now he's been caught as Kim goes back in front. This is tight. Keep an eye on Lee as he comes round. Might just get priced out of the market there. The avenue was closed off for him. Courtemanche defending his position successfully. Brilliant race this. Kim Gun-oo is leading the way and he's got plenty of space now, but Courtemanche has got to be very careful of Lee Wenlong, the silver medalist from the last Olympic Games, who's going to be right there waiting, but he might just have missed out. We'll have to see. From a timing point of view, he's probably going to be all right. Kim Gun-oo taking the win, and Jérôme Courtemanche, the young man who competed at the Winter World University Games at the start of the year, finishing second. We're waiting for formal confirmation. The computer engineering student at McGill University in Toronto, Jérôme Courtemanche, goes through, and I did say I thought Lee Wenlong would be all right with that sort of time, and indeed, yes, that is progression to the semi-final stage for the Olympic silver medalist from Beijing. Kim Gun-oo winning it, and winning it well in what was a tight and tough race. We can confirm the semi-finalists in the men's 1,000 metres competition at the 4 Continent Short Track Championships. And he just got in, didn't he, Lee Wenlong? Just about. Doesn't matter though, once you get to the semi-final stage, it's a zero start. Everything to win, everything to lose, all over again. Three Canadians represented in the semi-finals too. We'll have a little break now for about 15 minutes before the women's 1,000 metres semi-finals for a bit of tender loving care to be performed to the ice, and we'll see you soon for more action from Laval. Welcome back to the Four Continent Short Track Championships in Laval. And it is time for the semi-finals in the women's 1,000 metres competition at Place Belle in Laval, just northwest of Montreal, one of the winter sports hubs of the world. It's great to have your company for this semi-final stage of the Four Continents. Kristen Santos Griswold looking to make it all three. The 500 and the 1500 she's already secured. Now she seeks to go into the final of the 1000. Very high ranking at the moment, but this is a most interesting field. We've got Florence Brunel, 19-year-old who had such an incredible junior record, winning 4 titles and 4 silver medals across 3 competitions. We also have Shim Suk-hee, who's won 2 Olympic titles. He's so young. World Championship medalist and 4 continents champion, and Olga Tikhonova, an Olympian. What a field.
Ready.
The first semi-final, it's the women's 1,000 metres competition at the Four Continent Short Track Championships. Kristen Santos Griswold of the United States of America expected to contend for this title and expected to challenge for a place on the podium and make it 3 out of 3 at the Four Continents. She has Shim Suk-hee just behind. The 2 skaters from the Republic of Korea now forming a position behind Griswold, with Lee So-yeon also there. Move out in front by Shim Suk-hee. Brunel, the Canadian from Trois-Rivières in Quebec, is in 4th position at the moment. Now here comes that move, that power from Santos Griswold that she is so good at demonstrating. And now she creates a little space between her and the pack. Still it is the 2 from the Republic of Korea, Lee and Shim, who are in 2nd and 3rd place. Tikhonova is now trying to make a move round and get into the conversation, but Santos Griswold is racing, frankly, her own race at the moment, independent of the rest of them. This is masterful from Kristen Santos Griswold yet again. She's going to be heading all the way into the final, and then on the line it is Lee So-yeon. Now Shim Suk-hee will have to wait and see whether that is good enough. 1 outside of the top 2 goes through to the A final, or can go through to the A final should they be eligible to. Wonderful performance from the 28-year-old. Already the 2-time individual champion here at the Four Continents of 2024. For Olga Tikhonova, just got herself stuck behind the two from the Republic of Korea. Kristen Santos Griswold earning her place in the final as she will go for the full collection of titles. We move now to the second semi-final. Courtney Sarot, the 23-year-old who performed so well in the quarter-final stage. She is the reigning champion at the 4 continents over 1,000 metres.
Ready.
The second semi-final for women in the 1,000 metres at Laval 2024. Never a surprise when you get this degree of purpose at the start from Courtney Sarot. She has her teammate Danae Blais in second position. But there's a move on the outside from Watanabe Aoi to go into an early lead. The 24-year-old from Tokyo, who was a medalist at the World Championships in 2017. Trains at the Toyota Motor Corporation Club. And there is Sarot timing it beautifully round on the inside. Excellent judgment from Sarot. And here comes Blais as well. There's a gap on the inside that might be exploited here unless Sarot, well, yeah, there we go. Just shuts it down straight away, stopping Park Ji-won. Excellent from the two Canadians. And now it is Blais who goes into first place with Sarot behind. A couple of laps remaining. Now it remains to be seen whether anyone can break into the middle of or beyond Blais and Sarot. Park Ji-won is the one who's most likely to do it. She's going to have to do it pretty soon. And there's no opportunity being given at all for her to do that. That was excellent tactically from the Canadians. Sarot and Blais just slammed the door shut. And they advance to the final. What a final it's going to be. Well, let's have a look back at this great example of strategic and tactical racing from the two Canadians who closed off opportunities to get through. There was one just seemed to be emerging around the midpoint of the race, but Sarot prevented Park from having any clear line to go on the inside. Courtney Sarot and Danae Blais go through to the A final along with Park Ji-won. That's the most successful time of all of the third place finishers. So Park joins the top two from the two heats, or the two semi-finals I should say, and we'll have an entertaining B final as well taking place. We go now to the men's semi-finals. William Dangenou of Canada in this, along with Park Ji-won.
Go to the start.
The reigning world champion heads to the line. We are in the men's semi-finals. The first, as a very explosive start is demonstrated by William Dangenou of Canada. Aggressive beginning, attacking the race. He's got Park Ji-won, the reigning world champion, behind him. Now the move from Yoshinaga Kazuki to try to get round the outside, and that gambit has paid off quite nicely for Yoshinaga, the 24-year-old from Owari Asahi in the centre of Honshu. Dangenou in second place. He's now going to try to get round, has to go a little wide, but he's okay. But what about Park Ji-won, who already has won the 1500 metres title here? He's in third at the moment. His teammate Soyira, 31-year-old bronze medalist in this event from the Olympic Winter Games in Pyeongchang in 2018. Now it is So who's moved into third position. Park is right there at the back, and this is now where he often times it to perfection. As they hit the bell, he's got a lot to do, but he's very good at doing it. Has he left himself enough time? Oh, what an exquisite move that was from Park Ji-won. Outrageous. And he goes into the final along with the brilliant William Dongenu, the 22-year-old. Honestly, Park Ji-won, he had us guessing there for a moment, but he is so good at those finishes. And he never seems to doubt himself, does he? Such confidence, such belief that he can win, but also such confidence from this young man, William Dongenu. Got really noticed in 2019 when he won 5 medals at the Red Deer, Alberta, Canada Winter Games, a lovely multi-sport event. He's a very accomplished chess player, is William Dongenu. So he's not somebody who's got any problem with seeing a strategic path where others might not be able to. William Dongenu over Park Ji-won. Great performance from him. Yoshinaga Kazuki is now playing the waiting game. We move to the second of the men's semi-finals at the 4 Continents Short Track Championships, and Laval's own Stephen Dubois is racing in this one, second in the Crystal Globe rankings.
Go to the start. Ready.
They're going to be called back. That's the first one we've had so far. So we have in this race Li Wenlong, the Olympic silver medalist from Beijing. We've got Matsubayashi Yui wearing number 121.
Position 2, false start, penalty.
Well, there is confirmation, regrettably. It is Kim Gun-woo getting the false start. He has a resigned look on his face, a wry and frustrated smile. You have to sympathise, don't you? A 25-year-old desperate to get into the final. Such a shame.
Go to the start. Ready.
Semi-final number 2 in the men's 1,000 metres competition at the 4 Continents in Laval. Laval 2024 welcoming Stephen Dubois to his hometown. He is in second place at the moment behind Li Wenlong, the Olympic silver medalist. Only 22, Li Wenlong, a great prospect for future success at the Olympic Winter Games. Now the move from the outside has come from the young Canadian Jérôme Courtemanche. Changes the dynamic a bit, losing one of the competitors. The whole course just feels so much more empty, doesn't it, after the condensation of 5 of them. Dubois, already a gold medalist at these 4 Continents Championships. Now he leads the way with Li Wenlong behind him. Oh, Courtemanche is going for it, really going for it! Oh, now then, Li has gone, and there's going to be a video review there. Well, well, well. We'll come back to that, because now Matsubayashi is coming through and to take the lead. A great display from Matsubayashi Yui of Japan as they approach the bell, but there's going to be some unpicking of this to do. It all centres around that move of Jérôme Courtemanche. So on the line, Matsubayashi, and then Dubois, then Courtemanche, but with Li Wenlong knocked out of this one early on, there will be conversations to undergo. And I think it will all centre around that move that Jérôme Courtemanche made. We'll have a look back at it, see what you think of this. Such a bold path, Jérôme Courtemanche. It was a big move, an aggressive move. Well, it is under review at the moment. Still to come, we've got the B and A finals in the women's and men's 1,000 metres. That's going to be our next attraction for you. And now we're having a look at the official review. Centres around that move and the coming together of Courtemanche and Li Wenlong. Now an anxious wait. We're waiting for clarification, and we have got it there. It's not a great surprise, is it? Jérôme Courtemanche has been disqualified. Kim Gun-woo also disqualified, given a penalty. And Matsubayashi Yui and Stephen Dubois going through, with Li Wenlong being advanced. So it is the inside skater failing to give way here at this point. Courtemanche right at the start we lost as well Kim Gun-woo due to a false start. These are the A finalists, all the way from Danjanu down to Lee, and then we just have 3 in the B final, courtesy of the penalty that we just saw for Kim Gun-woo and also Jérôme Courtemanche. A break of just over 15 minutes now as the ice is resurfaced before we go into the first of our finals. We'll see you in just a short while for more action from the 4 continents in Laval, Quebec. the 1,000 metres competition and the women's finals. We start with the B final at Place Belle in Laval, Canada. Welcome to the Four Continent Short Track Championships. It is a great pleasure to have your company. So these are the competitors who've made it through to the B final. We have from the host nation, Florence Brunel of Quebec, 150 kilometres to the northeast of Laval in Trois-Rivières. She's the youngest of the field, 3 26-year-olds in Chim, Olga Tikhonova and Hirai Ami. And then a couple of years younger, at 24, is Watanabe Ai. Both of the Japanese skaters train at the Toyota Motor Corporation. Hirai is actually from the town of Toyota, which used to be known as Koromo, but it was renamed after the company. It's in the centre of Honshu. Shimsaki, twice a Winter Youth Olympic Games champion, and then became a 2-time Olympic champion in 2014 and 2018. Hirai Ami, 33rd in the current rankings, the 26-year-old from Honshu in Japan. Shimsaki from the Republic of Korea, the 2-time Olympic relay champion and the 9-time champion of the world. Florence Brunel of Canada, 19, the youngest in the field from Quebec in a home for continents championships. And Watanabe Ai of Japan, 24, and from Tokyo.
Go to the start. Red.
The B final, the women's 1,000 metres. We're watching the Four Continent Short Track Championships. To a leisurely controlled start. Shimsaki with Hirai in second position. What will we see from Brunel? Brunel decides to make the first big move, and that yields a change in pace. Out on the outside comes Watanabe through to go into first position, but Brunel has really been the tinder that has started this whole thing, and it's now smouldering. Shimsaki just behind Watanabe and now preparing to make the move around. Well controlled, well timed, cutting off any approach there that Watanabe could have made to counter that. It's really good racing from Shimsaki. Now we have to watch Brunel, who's come through on the inside with a very stealthy move. Excellent from the teenager. Now can Florence Brunel find a way to win this, to secure the B final at the Four Continents? She's really going to go for it. It's the big move coming from Brunel. And she goes right down the inside, goodness me. Well. Florence Brunel. She now has gone into first place and has taken the B final ahead of Hirai. Excellent performance there from Florence Brunel. Hirai taking second place, Shimsaki finishing third. But that was the boldness of Florence Brunel, and it worked perfectly. the classified results in the B final, with Florence Brunel of Canada winning it ahead of Hirai Ami of Japan. And now to the A final. It is time to crown a 4 continents champion. This is how they've got there, from the quarter-finals all the way through to the very last race. In time to take their place on the podium. Who will it be? Who will it be?
Introduce the finalists for the women's 1,000 meter. Starting position number 1 to Canada, Courtney Sarro.
From Canada, Courtney Sarro, 6th in the rankings, the silver medalist in the 1500. Bronze medalist at the World Championships earlier this year. Danae Blais from Canada, from the off-island suburbs of Montreal in this part of the world. Silver medalist from her home World Championships last year. Park Ji-yeon from the Republic of Korea, 25-year-old, one of 2 from her nation in this final.
Position number 4, the 2-time gold medalist so far this weekend from the USA, Kristen Santos Griswold.
Kristen Santos Griswold of the United States of America, 500 gold, 1500 gold, going for the 3rd one to make it a clean sweep of the individual honours.
And position number 5 from the Republic of Korea, Lee So-yeon.
And then we have Lee So-yeon of the Republic of Korea. The 30-year-old from Suwon, the oldest in the final, and already a 4 continents champion.
Go to the start. Ready.
You're watching the final of the women's 1,000 metres at the ISU 4 Continent Short Track Championships in Laval, in Quebec, in Canada, and the Canadians are in control early on. Courtney Sarro ahead of the brilliant Kristen Santos Griswold, who is going for 3 out of 3 in the individual titles. But hang on, here is Lee So-yeon of the Republic of Korea making a big bold move to the front of the pack, with Sarro 2nd, Santos Griswold 3rd. We also have Park Ji-yeon and Danae Blais in this one. Santos Griswold at the moment lurking around 3rd or 4th position, and what she has got is that brilliant finish, that fantastic burst of power when she needs it. She now moves into 2nd. It's about whether Sarro can defend this position now, because the attack will come. Courtney Sarro, Santos Griswold through the middle, brilliant. She goes into the lead. 3 laps to go. Sarro now back in 2nd. These 2 far and away ahead, with E in the bronze medal position at the moment. But Kristen Santos Griswold, who has come to these championships and dominated so far, is going to dominate further. This is absolutely masterful. Kristen Santos Griswold, 500 gold, 1500 gold, now the 1000. That is the hat-trick and the clean sweep. And it is Courtney Sarro who takes the silver medal, and it's going to be reviewed as to whether it was Danae Blais or Lee So-yeon who managed to get bronze. Let's look back and enjoy the master at work. Kristen Santos Griswold, the unbeatable Kristen Santos Griswold. how tight that is. And it's a glorious moment for the host nation, because it's just been confirmed in the arena, I think, that Deneblé has got it. The classified results in the women's 1,000 metres competition at the Four Continents Short Track Championships. Bronze to Deneblé of Canada. The silver medal to her teammate Courtney Sereau. The title won by who else but Kristen Santos Griswold. She's won all of the individual titles. Absolutely phenomenal performance from the American. We now turn our attention to the men's B final in the 1,000 metres. Just 3 will go in this.
To introduce the 2 skaters for the B final of the men 1,000 meter. Présentation des 2 patineurs présents à la finale B 1000 mètres chez les messieurs. Starting position number 1 from Japan, Yoshinaga Kazuki.
Yoshinaga Kazuki of Japan, 20th in the rankings.
Position number
A medalist
2 from
at events
Australia,
like the Youth Olympic Games, the World Championships, the Asian Winter Games. We look at Brendan Corey of Australia, born in New Brunswick.
Go to the start.
We just have the 2 of them.
Ready.
So just 2 in this race, no Soyira. We have Yoshinaga Kazuki of Japan and Brendan Corey of Australia. Corey did make a move to Australia for a brief period. Had a somewhat limited opportunity to really get on the ice, and relocated to the great winter sports city of Salt Lake City in Utah. 2022-2023 season saw Corey really equal his best World Cup performances and show some pretty spectacular form. Believe it or not, he was actually a wrestler when he was a child, just for a brief period of time. But then he did grow up in Canada, which is one of the great wrestling nations of the world. Yoshinaga Kazuki. His mother, Mika, won 3 World Championship silver medals. His aunt, Miyoshi, competes at the Olympic Winter Games. 2 of them have got really fascinating stories. Such a different dynamic when there's only 2 of them, because... Oh, well, I was about to say, goodness me! Well, I was about to say, because you don't have to worry about an enormous pile-up and collision. I should have said that at a different time. So suddenly, they have to pick themselves back up, and Corey now has got to go for it. It's going to be reviewed, there's no question about that, but on the line, Brendan Corey wins the B final. Wow, that was fascinating. Well, they smile and shake hands. Brendan Corey ahead of Yoshinaga Kazuki. Go back and have a look at it, and how this unexpected conclusion to the race came about. It's just a slip, isn't it? The win for Brendan Corey in the B final in the 1,000 metres for men. To the men's 1,000 metres final. It is time to discover who is going all the way from quarterfinals to semi-finals to finals to central spot on the four continents podium. And there is no doubt that the favourite will be Park Ji-won. Then we also have Stephen Dubois to factor in. We've got the Olympic silver medalist Li Wenlong. What about the young prospect of William Dangenou, the bronze medalist at the last four continents? And Matsubayashi Yui, who's looked in very good form so far today. William Dangenou of Canada, bronze medalist in this event at the last four continents. He's looked very, very good so far. Brave, assertive racing, clever racing.
Reigning 1,000-meter world champion Park Ji-won.
Park Ji-won, the reigning champion of the world. Also won the 1,500 metres world title, which he's won here at the Four Continents too. Matsubayashi Yui. Very, very successful path through to the final for this gentleman. Another, like Dangenou, who's looking very tidy at the moment.
La position numéro 4, il a remporté l'or hier sur 500 mètres du Canada, Stephen Dubois.
Stephen Dubois of Canada, second in the rankings, looking to be the top man at the four continents. Oh, it's a nervous time for the nearest and dearest watching on.
Number 5 from the People's Republic of China, Li Wenlong.
Li Wenlong of the People's Republic of China, the silver medalist from the Olympic Games at home in Beijing. He doesn't actually have a huge collection of individual honours, lots of relay accolades, but if you are going to win not very many, make one of them an Olympic medal. Certainly peaked at the right time. What a final this is going to be. The men's 1,000 metres at the Four Continent Short Track Championships. What a pleasure it is to have your company for all of the action from Place Bell. I hope you're having a thoroughly enjoyable weekend, whatever you've been up to and however much of this you've seen. Now it is time for the showpiece race for the men in the 1,000 metres.
Ready.
The men's 1,000 metres final. Time to crown a four-continent short track champion in Laval at the Place Bell. It is the Olympic silver medalist who started with intent. Li Wenlong ahead of young William Dangenou, who is ahead of the experienced man from Laval, Stephen Dubois, who won the 500 gold and the silver in the 1,500. Now he goes into the lead. Dangenou, very tall gentleman, skates low for somebody of his height, and he's been passed on the inside by Li Wenlong. But we have Park Ji-won doing his sort of thing, which is timing it, trying to time it anyway. Pace has massively increased. Matsubayashi got out of position there, that's problematic for him. Here comes Park, moving through on the inside. They're very close together, the front three. Oh, that's a bit of a problem there. Well. It now means that it's William Dangenou who's out in front. Dubois and Park got very close to each other. We've got a couple of laps left. William Dangenou, amazingly, is out in front, looking very secure. It's Dangenou and Dubois. Here comes Dubois. Stephen Dubois round on the inside. And Dubois to take it. Stephen Dubois, the 4 continents champion, William Dongenou, 2nd place, and Park Ji-yeon in 3rd position. Let us go back and have a look at it all again and see exactly how this one played out. What a competition from William Dongenou. What a finish as well. There, that little coming together. That's going to be scrutinised, one imagines. We have got a video review in progress, so we'll just wait before anything can be absolutely confirmed. It's just that movement, isn't it? Whether there was any impeding going on here. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? The one to look at there really is Lee Wenlong, because you end up with Dubois having to reach out, and he makes contact with Park Ji-yeon. Well, most interesting, this one's going to have to be unpacked and unpicked. Well, Stephen Dubois waiting for confirmation. We're all waiting for confirmation. William Dongenou, 2nd position. Great performance from him throughout this 4 Continents Championships. Well, there we go. We have the confirmation. Penalty for Stephen Dubois. William Dongenou takes the title. He is the 4 Continents champion. Park Ji-yeon, 2nd place. And then it is Matsubayashi. So it's that lane change there for Dubois. And as a result, Stephen Dubois not getting on the podium. Does end, though, in a Canadian gold, nonetheless. Well, Stephen Dubois not able to make his impression felt on the podium. Well, that brings us to a pause in the competition as we have confirmation of the 1,000 metres for men classifications. William Dongenou has won it at the Four Continents ahead of the reigning world champion Park Ji-yeon. Absolutely extraordinary. And there we look further down the field at those who participated in the quarter-final stage and didn't make it through. And we will return in just around 15-20 minutes time for some mixed relay action. Don't go too far away. The mixed relay A final coming up next at the Place Belle in Laval at the Four Continent Short Track Championships. The path to get here.
Time now to introduce the finalists for the mixed team relay A final.
So here are the competitors.
Starting position number 1, Team USA.
We start with the United States of America.
Julie Lettay, Andrew Hill, and Marcus Howard.
United States of America, the reigning champions at the Four Continents.
Starting position number 2, the Republic of Korea.
The Republic of Korea, the second fastest in the semi-final stage. The USA were the fastest in the semi-finals.
De la position numéro 3, l'équipe du Canada.
And the big roar for the host nation, the Canadians. It's a very, very strong team from the Canadians. Bronze medalists last year.
Position number 4, Team Kazakhstan.
And finally, Kazakhstan, the fourth fastest in the semi-final. They were advanced, along with the Chinese, through to the final. No B final. So we have the fastest, the United States of America, the reigning champions. The second fastest, the Republic of Korea. Last year's silver medalists, the People's Republic of China, advanced as the fifth fastest in the semi-finals. The Canadians, the bronze medalists, and they were the third fastest in their semi-final. Here the Chinese, the silver medalists last year, fifth fastest in the semi-final, as I mentioned earlier, advanced. Well, it's going to be an absolutely fascinating contest, this one. The mixed relay final. The United States of America, the reigning champions, the fastest in the semi-final stage. Second fastest, the Republic of Korea. She can do no wrong at the moment. Kristen Santos Griswold having a brilliant campaign. The Canadians looking to see if they can match or better their bronze medal from last year. The People's Republic of China, the silver medalists last year, with some ground to make up after the qualification phase. Let's discover.
Ready.
The mixed 2,000 metre relay final, the sprint relay at the short track four continents in Laval. We have Canada, the People's Republic of China, Kazakhstan, the Republic of Korea, and the United States of America. The USA, the reigning champions in this. And they currently sit in second place. Here is Santos Griswold and Soro in action for the first time. Very tight among the front two. Still the Republic of Korea holding on at the moment. Shin Suk-hee doing a fine job there. Now the changeover has allowed the United States of America to be well positioned. USA out in front and leading this one at the moment. Marcus Howard with a little gap between him and the Republic of Korea. Just got to keep this nice and controlled now, the United States of America. Make sure those changeovers are really disciplined and tight and tidy. Howard on to Andrew Ho. And that has worked reasonably well. Republic of Korea now right back there in fourth position. The Canadians in second with Stephen Dubois. Fascinating spectacle, isn't it? A mixed relay, especially one at only 2,000 metres. There is going to be a video review when we get to the conclusion of this, but more on that in a short while. Now Yana Khan of Kazakhstan is right up there, very, very close to Julie Letai. Kazakhstan have got themselves completely back into this, into contention. But we're getting close to the conclusion of the contest now. The USA out in front once more with Santos Griswold at this fantastic Four Continents Championships for the American. And indeed the Americans, because they might well win this again, just as they did last time. Howard is leading the way. Now the move from Jordan Pierre-Gilles. Jordan Pierre-Gilles, that's a great changeover from the Canadians. Pierre-Gilles to Stephen Dubois. And Stephen Dubois is now out in front for Canada, who are looking in a brilliant position. That was all about that fabulous changeover, and he bows as he crosses the line. Stephen Dubois, well, he didn't get onto the podium in the 1,000 metres competition, but he's crossed the line with style there. United States of America taking the silver, China the bronze medal. It will be reviewed for a couple of incidents, but it was that wonderful changeover between Jordan-Pierre Gilles and Stephen Dubois that worked so beautifully in the latter stages of that race. Let's look back at it again. Too soon to confirm these standings because there are a few complicated things to look back at. What about that for a finish? What a showman, and what a show they've put on, the Canadians. The bronze medalists last time, the Canadians victorious at home in front of their own fans, in front of family, loved ones, friends, people who've followed them on this journey for so long. We have confirmation of the bronze medal to the People's Republic of China, silver to the United States of America, and the gold medal won in stylish fashion by the Canadians at home. They are the 4 continents champions in Laval. We confirm the classifications. Kazakhstan, who did get up there into second place in the latter portion of the relay, ultimately fading away to finish 4th. Well, we now have a break of about 20 minutes before we return for the first of the relay finals at longer distances. We'll start with the 3,000 metres for women, and then later on, to conclude our coverage, the men's 5,000. See you soon for more action from Laval. 3,000 metres women's relay at the Four Continent Short Track Championships, and this is how we have made it through to the final stage. Four teams to take to the ice for 27 laps. We are going to get a new nation on the podium because the United States of America won bronze last year. China won bronze in 2020 at the first Four Continents Championships. We have the gold and silver medalists from the first two editions. Let's start with the Republic of Korea, the only nation to have ever won this. 2 in a row, going for 3 in a row. And they were the fastest in the semi-final stage. 4 minutes, 12.224 seconds.
Starting position number 2, Team Japan.
Japan, the second fastest in the semi-final stage. Not much of a difference, about half a second behind the Republic of Korea.
De la position de départ, le numéro 3, l'équipe du Canada.
The Canadians, they've just had success in the mixed relay, winning that one and winning it beautifully. Silver medalists in the first two editions of the Four Continents Championships in this particular event. Well, they were the bronze medalists in the mixed relay last time around and won it this time. So, can they do likewise?
Team Kazakhstan.
And the second in their heat, but 5th fastest of all of the semi-final qualifiers, Kazakhstan. So this is the penultimate race in this session of competition at the Place Belle in Laval, the 4-continent short track championships, the 3,000 metre relay for women. Can anyone outdo them? Could the host nation go one further than they've ever managed to go before in the short history of the short track 4 continents championships?
Korea, left counter red. Japan, left counter blue. Canada, green. Kazakhstan, yellow.
Go to the start. Ready.
So then we begin. This is the 3,000 metres relay for women, the A final at the short track 4 continents. It is the Republic of Korea who are leading the way, and they lead the way in the record books. They have always won this at the 4 continents. Lee So-yeon. Now Park Ji-yeon. Canada in 2nd place. It is Cynthia Mosquito. Now hands over to Courtney Sereau, and this is where the Canadians might fancy themselves to make a bit of a move, or at least keep really close to the Republic of Korea. They're going to have to time it superbly. They may get very little chance to make that move. It may be that only one opportunity comes for the Canadians. Kazakhstan now in 3rd position. Kazakhstan with Yana Khan. They've never managed to win a medal in this event at the 4 continents. As I said earlier, we will get a new nation on the podium, with no USA and no People's Republic of China in this final. So it is very tight at the moment between the Republic of Korea and Canada. I wonder if that might have been the chance there for Sereau, but not quite. Park Ji-yeon was at the front. The changeover now coming up, and here is Shin Suk-hee. It is still the Republic of Korea trying to make a move around the outside, potentially there, the Japanese from back in 4th position. Blay. Now this is all so far very controlled and secure looking from the Republic of Korea, as we now have Park Ji-yeon still holding on to the lead. But will the move come from the Canadians? Will they manage to get around? From the outside, there was an attempt made, and Sereau nearly managing to get through the gap there, but they're holding on at the moment, the Republic of Korea, with Park Ji-yeon. 10 laps remaining. Shin Suk-hee takes over. Japan and Kazakhstan jostling a little for 3rd position. Changeovers working nicely from the Republic of Korea. Lee So-yeon now in possession of this lead. There's going to be a video review to come at the conclusion of this. We now see Cynthia Mosquito, who's got a little pressure coming from behind actually, as Kazakhstan launch for 2nd position, but didn't manage to break through at all. It's very close. Sereau is once again right there over the shoulders of Park Ji-yeon. Courtney Sereau. Is this the opportunity coming now for Courtney Sereau? What a great changeover that was for the Canadians. Florence Brunel has taken the lead after Sereau handed over to her so purposefully. And that's brilliant from Canada. Now it's theirs to defend, theirs to hold on to. Their lead at home at the Four Continents Championships in Laval in Quebec. The Canadians lead as they hit the bell. Now what do the Republic of Korea have with Lee So-yoon trying to get round, but it looks as though it's going to be Danae Blade to win it on the line. It is the Canadians who have it. The Four Continents title for the first time ever goes to Canada, and they've done it at home. What an excellent race from the Canadians, staying close to the Republic of Korea the whole time and finding that opportunity. I said that there might just be one chance to get through, and boy did they take it. Kazakhstan winning the bronze medal just ahead of the Japanese, and that would be Kazakhstan's first honours in this event. Absolutely thrilled, the Canadians. Let's have a look back at it. Well, for Canada, the title of Four Continents champions. And a special moment this for Kazakhstan, their first ever medal, not just in this event, but in any at the Four Continent Short Track Championships. They take the bronze, the Republic of Korea winning the silver medal, and the Canadians taking the title, ending the streak of the Republic of Korea over the last two Four Continents Championships. They were going for three in a row, and they looked a pretty compelling case. The Canadians disagreed. That leaves us with just one race to come. This is how the path to the final has been accomplished. We have the champions from last year here, the People's Republic of China. We have the champions from 2020 and the bronze medalists last year, the Republic of Korea. We have the silver medalists from 2020, the Canadians.
The finalists for the men 5,000 meter relay A final. Présentation des équipes. Pour la grande finale du relais masculin, 5,000 mètres. Starting position number 1, the Republic of Korea.
The Republic of Korea, the bronze medalist last time, the champions at the first edition in 2020, and the best performers in the semi-final stage. The only sub 7 minute time, 6 minutes 59.332 seconds.
Starting position number 2, the People's Republic of China.
The People's Republic of China won this last year. They are the reigning champions. They were the second fastest, however, in the semi-final stage. And they have hopeful fans watching on at the Place Belle in Laval. And it's great to have your company for it as well. I hope you're looking forward to this final race. The top performers in the World Cup rankings, the Canadians, the silver medalists in 2020. They were the third fastest in the semi-finals. They did, however, win their heat.
And starting position number 4, Team Kazakhstan.
And finally, Kazakhstan. Their women have just achieved a milestone place on the podium at the Four Continents. What can the men do? They were the fourth fastest in the semi-final stage. The Republic of Korea, China, Canada, Kazakhstan. The finalists in the men's 5,000 metre relay competition at the Four Continent Short Track Championships.
Top counter green. Yellow. Left counter green. Left counter blue. Left counter red.
Go to the start. Ready.
You're watching the men's 5,000 metre relay. This is the final at the Four Continents Short Track Championships. The setting is Place Belle in Laval, northwest of Montreal. A city of around about 450,000 people, hosting in the lovely multi-purpose Place Belle Arena the third edition of the Four Continent Short Track Championships. And we have here the Republic of Korea, who won the gold medal at the first edition in 2020, the bronze medalist last year, leading the way. Kazakhstan in second place, who've just achieved that place on the podium in the women's 3,000 metres, a brilliant accomplishment for them. The Canadians currently occupying third position. They were the silver medalists in 2020, the first time the event was held. And we have the People's Republic of China, the champions last year. But it was the Republic of Korea who were the fastest in the semi-final stage. Of course, it is all really much of a muchness when you get to this stage, whether somebody was the fastest or second fastest overall and still won their heat, because it doesn't matter what time you cross the line, as long as you do it ahead of everyone else once you get to the final stage. Kazakhstan content to take the lead at the moment. 37 of the 45 remaining. And hasn't it been such a successful championships for the Canadians? They've won so much. The men winning the 500 and the 1,000. Stephen Dubois and William Dangenou. And also the double in the relay so far, the mixed and the 3,000. If they could achieve this and win here, then it would be all three of the relay titles won by the Canadians. They're having a very, very impressive competition. Sometimes that doesn't happen when you are the host nation. Sometimes the occasion can get to you a little. But they're so used to performing in front of their own fans. So after the first 15, Kazakhstan remain content to take the pace. Slotting into second position, Lee Jong-min of the Republic of Korea. Denis Nikisha at the front of the order at the moment. Behind is Jang Sung-woo. We have Jordan Pierre-Gilles of the Canadian mixed relay team in third position. Now change over with 25 laps. So we're getting close to the halfway stage of this men's 5,000 metre relay. And we'll expect things to start to pick up. So off the pace at the moment, the Chinese down in fourth position, the champions from last year, but there's plenty of time to rectify everything. Kebulan Shakrukhanov, the gentleman who handed over to Denis Nikisha. Now leading the way, we have Adil Galiakhmetov. Kazakhstan, Korea, the Canadians just moving ahead of the Chinese. Working our way now towards the conclusion. Shakrukhanov now has been bypassed by the Koreans who move into pole position. Timed that really nicely. This is Jang Sung-woo. Canada behind with Pierre-Gilles. Decent changeover to Park Ji-on and to William Dangenou. Chinese now moving up into third position. Kazakhstan back a little off the pace. Need a good changeover, Kazakhstan. Now the Canadians have moved into first position with Jérôme Courtemanche. Oh, this is a great position to be in, but, well, Dubois, how well he handled that. I thought that there was a challenge there coming from the Republic of Korea, but Stephen Dubois just flew through. That's worked ever so nicely for the Canadians. Look at the gap they've managed to open up. As there have been problems further back down the pack, the Canadians now really going for this towards the conclusion. Canada with William Dangenou. Now the Republic of Korea have got ground to make up, but they are making it up. The attack will come, and it's going to come pretty soon from the Republic of Korea to try to get back out into the front, and they might well do it here. Here's the opportunity, beautifully done, bypassed round the centre on the inside. And now we have Lee Jong-min of the Republic of Korea as Dubois goes for it. Dubois moves around and he nearly gets there. And now it is Canada who've got the lead once more. Jordan Pierre-Gilles trying to hold off the challenge from the Republic of Korea to secure the Four Continents title for the Canadians. Oh, it's very, very tight. It's very tight. The Republic of Korea round, and on the line, it's going to be surely the Republic of Korea to take this because they've now got Park Ji-on. And he's done it. Absolutely fantastic from Park Ji-on. Oh dear, what a finish from the Republic of Korea. The moment that he moved out with one to go, you just thought that's the end of that. People's Republic of China taking the silver medal, the Canadians ultimately winning the bronze, but what a fabulous finish from the man who is so good in the closing stage of races. Park Ji-on and the Republic of Korea take their second Four Continents title in this particular event. What a conclusion to the racing at the Place Belle. You have to feel for the Canadians. They were leading for large chunks of it, ultimately finishing in third position. Let's have a look back at how this one played out in the men's 5,000 metre relay. Fabulous conclusion to the race. Park Ji-yeon crossing the line to secure the title for the Republic of Korea, with the Chinese finishing second, just ahead of the host nation, Canada. The classified results in the Four Continent Short Track Championships men's 5,000 metre relay competition. The bronze medal to the host nation Canada, silver won by the People's Republic of China, and the Republic of Korea taking it. They win their second title in this event at the Four Continents. So that allows us now to wrap up the classifications for the men's 5,000 metre relay event. And now the ice is being readied for the scenes of celebration that will take place. We have the victory ceremonies coming up in just a short while. Don't go too far away. Scenes of celebration coming up at the Place Belle in Laval, Canada.
cérémonie de remise de médailles pour l'épreuve féminine du 1000 mètres des championnats ISU des 4 continents.
It is time for scenes of celebration at the Place Belle in Laval, Canada, and the victory ceremony for the women's 1,000 metres competition.
For 2024. Médailles seront présentées par le représentant de l'ISU. The medals will be presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Stoichev, accompanied by the chief referee,
Introduction
Mr.
of the
Alessandro
presentation
Paoli.
party.
En troisième position et gagnante de la médaille de bronze. In third place, winner of the bronze medal du Canada, Danae Blais.
Danae Blais of Canada wins the bronze medal, a hugely special moment in her career. She's been a World Championship relay medalist. Now she is an individual medalist at the 4 continents. And she is a Québécois. She's done it at home. The bronze medal to Danae Blais of Canada.
In second place and a winner of the silver medal du Canada, Courtney Sarrault.
Canada's Courtney Sarrault taking the silver medal. It adds to the gold that she won last year at the 4 Continents Championships in this event.
Courtney Sarrault.
A silver medal in the 1500 and a silver medal in the 1000. A great competition for Courtney Sarrault.
Et en première position, gagnante de la médaille d'or. In first place, winner of the gold medal in ISU Women 4 Continents Short Track Speed Skating 1,000-meter champion from the USA, Kristen Santos Griswold.
What a competition. What an absolutely outstanding competition from Kristen Santos Griswold. 500 metres gold. A 1,500 metres gold to add to it. And then she makes it a clean sweep with this one of all of the individual titles. It is phenomenal, and so is she. The gold medalist, Kristen Santos Griswold.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez maintenant vous lever pour l'hymne national des États-Unis. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the United States. Les médaillés, les medalists.
And there they are, the medalists in the 1,000 metres competition for women at the 4 Continents Short Track Championships. We'll continue with the celebrations in Laval with the men's equivalent victory ceremony.
Cérémonie de remise de médailles pour l'épreuve masculine du 1000 mètres, championnat ISU des 4 continents, patinage de vitesse courte piste 2024, the medal ceremony for the ISU 4 Continents Short Track Speed Skating Championships, 1,000 meter for 2024. Les médailles seront présentées par le représentant de l'ISU. The medals will be presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Stoicho Stoichev, accompanied by the chief referee, Mr. Alessandro Mauri.
The victory ceremony for the 1,000 metres competition for men.
In third place, winner of the bronze medal from Japan, Matsubayashi Yui.
Bronze going to Matsubayashi Yui, a gentleman in very impressive form throughout this competition, and it all came together beautifully today in securing the bronze medal. Bold and high-octane racing from Matsubayashi, and his reward is a place on the podium.
En deuxième position et gagnant de la médaille d'argent. In second place and winner of the silver medal from the Republic of Korea, Park Ji-hon.
Taking second place and winning the silver medal, Park Ji-hon of the Republic of Korea, the reigning champion of the world. He was bested on this occasion by a remarkable young skater. It takes a lot to beat him.
Park Ji-hon.
The silver medalist, Park Ji-hon from the Republic of Korea.
Et en première position, gagnant de la médaille d'or et champion issu des 4 continents sur l'épreuve de 1000 mètres. In first place, winner of the gold medal and ISU 4 continents 1,000 meter champion du Canada, William Donjinu.
And there is the champion. Sensational, this 22-year-old from Sherbrooke in Quebec. He lives in Montreal, and he now inhabits top spot on the podium. He's a tall gentleman anyway. He looks even taller now because he's the highest of them all, and he is the 4 continents champion, William Donjinu of Canada, and he beat the world champion to do it.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national canadien. Please rise for the national anthem of Canada. Les médaillés, les medalists.
The national anthem of the host nation, Canada, played in honour of William Donjinu. He's joined by his fellow medalists in the men's 1,000 metres competition at the 4 Continent Short Track Championships in Laval. We have 3 more ceremonies to come your way, all of them for the relays. It will be the mixed team relay victory ceremony coming up first, and here we go.
Cérémonie de remise de médailles pour l'épreuve du relais par équipe de mixte des championnats ISU des 4 continents patinage et vitesse courte piste. The medal ceremony for the ISU 4 continents short track speed skating mixed team relay championships for 2024.
The victory ceremony for the mixed 2,000-meter relay competition at the 4 continent short track championships at the Place Belle in Laval.
Par le représentant de l'ISU, the medals will be presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Stoicho Stoichev, accompanied by the chief referee, Mr. Alessandro Mauri. En troisième position et gagnant de la médaille de bronze. In third place, winner of the bronze medal, the People's Republic of China.
The People's Republic of China taking the bronze medal.
Hao Wei-ying, Li Wenlong, Liu Jianyi, Song Jianhui, Shan Yuqing, and Zhong Yuchen.
They won the silver medal last year, and they find themselves back on the podium once more. And all of that after being advanced from the semi-final stage. It wasn't the most straightforward of paths for them, but they produced a strong performance when it really mattered, and we got through to the final.
People's Republic of China.
The bronze medalist, the People's Republic of China.
En deuxième position et gagnant de la médaille d'argent. In second place and winner of the silver medal, the United States of America.
The United States of America, the silver medalists.
Howard, Julie Lette, and Tristan Santos Griswold.
It is a squad that is a mixture of the extraordinarily experienced and the very new, and they team together most impressively to take second place. They were the reigning champions, and they got pretty close to defending the title. They came up against a host nation in rampant form.
The United States of America.
The silver medal to the United States of America.
In first place, winner of the gold medal, and ISU 4 continents short track speed skating mixed team relay champions, l'équipe du Canada.
The Canadians winning the gold and winning it with such a fabulous finish that will be replayed again and again and again. The moment of crossing the line, taking a bow to the crowd. The job very well done indeed. They were the bronze medalists last year, being in front of the home crowd, bringing absolutely the best out of them. Canada, the champions.
L'équipe du Canada.
And we will now have the national anthem of the host nation, Canada.
L'hymne national canadien. Please rise for the national anthem of Canada.
Oh Canada, written by Adolphe Basile-Routier and Robert Stanley Weir and Calix Laval, played in honour of the host nation, who are victorious in the mixed relay competition at the Four Continents Short Track Championships, and they're joined by their fellow medalists, the United States of America and the People's Republic of China. It is an atmosphere of Canadian celebration that will only continue with the next victory ceremony.
Cérémonie de remise de médailles. Pour l'épreuve féminine du relais 3000 mètres des championnats ISU des 4 continents de patinage de vitesse courte piste 2024. Semble qu'on ait eu un faux départ sur la remise des médailles. On est encore à colliger quelques athlètes. Medal ceremony for the ISU Women's Four Continents Short Track Speed Skating Relay Championships for 2024. Les médailles seront présentées par le représentant de l'ISU. The medals will be presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Stoichev, accompanied by the chief referee, Mr. Alessandro Mauri.
The victory ceremony for the women's 3,000 metre relay competition.
De bronze in third place, winner of the bronze medal, Team Kazakhstan.
For Kazakhstan, a wonderful moment, making it onto the podium at the Four Continents for the first time.
Malika Yermek and Madina Shabuzinova.
Huge congratulations to their competitors. What a special occasion it always is when a nation that has not been on the podium at a competition achieves it for the first time.
Team Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, the bronze medalists.
In second place and winner of the silver medal, Republic of Korea.
Securing second place and the silver medals to delighted fans watching on, the Republic of Korea. Wasn't that a lovely moment? They came to these championships as the only nation that had won this competition at the Four Continents. They took the title in 2020 and last year. And they have maintained a 100% record of being on the podium in this event. It's the early days for this competition, but they have started a most impressive legacy.
Republic of Korea.
The Republic of Korea, winners of the silver medal.
In first place, winner of the gold medal in ISU Women Four Continents Short Track Speed Skating Relay Champion, l'équipe du Canada.
The Canadians taking the title in front of their home fans.
Dana Eblé, Florence Bounel, Cynthia Masito, Karina Momigny et Courtney Saro.
An absolutely brilliant relay performance from the Canadians at the Four Continents in Laval. The silver medalists in 2020, the silver medalists last year, the Canadians now have the highest accolade and the top prize. And where better a place to do it than Laval 2024.
L'équipe du Canada.
Thrilled to be the gold medalists, the Canadians.
Please rise for the national anthem of Canada.
The medalists in the 3,000 metre relay for women at the Four Continent Short Track Championships in Canada, won by the Canadians. It's a very special podium, not just for them, not just for the Republic of Korea for once again being part of the celebrations, but for Kazakhstan and their milestone moment. The emotions really registering with the Canadians. Totally understandably too. And with many of them watching on. And it brings us to one last ceremony for the men's 5,000 metre relay competition. Thoroughly well done to those organising the event. They've marshalled these ceremonies like clockwork. And very successful championships all around.
Cérémonie de remise de médailles pour l'épreuve masculine du relais 5000 mètres des championnats ISU des 4 continents. Le patinage de vitesse courte piste 2024. The medal ceremony for the ISU Four Continents Short Track Speed Skating Relay Championships for 2024. Les médailles seront présentées par le représentant de l'ISU. The medals will be presented by the ISU representative, Mr. Stoichev, once again accompanied by the chief referee, Mr. Alessandro Maori.
The men's 5,000 metre relay victory ceremony and the introduction of the presentation party.
Winner of the bronze medal, l'équipe du Canada.
The bronze medal won by the Canadians back on the podium after taking the silver medal at the first championships in 2020.
Le Canada.
The bronze medalists, Canada.
En deuxième position, gagnant de la médaille d'argent. In second place and winner of the silver medal, the People's Republic of China.
Taking second place and winning the silver medal, the People's Republic of China, the champions last year, back on the podium at Laval 2024.
People's Republic of China.
The silver medal won by the People's Republic of China.
Et en première position, gagnant de la médaille d'or. In first place, winner of the gold medal in ISU 4 continents short track speed skating relay champion, the Republic of Korea.
It is the Republic of Korea, the champions from the first edition in 2020, who've done it again. And it was a wonderful finish from them too, in what was quite an unpredictable race coming into the final stages. They finished absolutely spectacularly. From third place last year to back in pole position, the Republic of Korea.
The Republic of Korea.
The gold medalists, the Republic of Korea.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez maintenant vous
And we'll now
lever
have their
pour
national
l'hymne
anthem.
national de la République de Corée. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea.
Sounds of Aegukka, the national anthem of the Republic of Korea, adopted 75 years ago and played in honour of their 5,000 metre relay champions.
Of exciting racing in Canada and in the province of Quebec, the first two World Cups of the season in the ISU 4 Continents Short Track Speed Skating Championships Edition 2024. We hope you had a great time here in Laval during the weekend. We had a great show by all of these skaters. We wish you all a great
Get back here, let's get those photos done. Seems to be the message. But as the medalists take their final pictures, we will have to bid you farewell. Lovely selfie and a great sense of camaraderie, as you would always expect between these fine competitors. It's been a great pleasure having your company for all of the action from the 4 Continents Championships taking place at the Place Belle in Laval, Quebec. The Canadians doing a wonderful job of hosting the competition, and thank you very much for watching and being a part of it. We'll see you further down the road as the great sport of short track speed skating will continue to entertain and continue to throw up all kinds of wonderful stories. Let's have a look back at some of the moments of the competition.